The whole, I mean, we've listened to everything you said, right? The whole GoFundMe organization, execution, down to people donating and all of that. Do you guys have do you have a committee made up of, I mean, different people, especially those from South Africans?
No, we do not.
So you were
Just
the only one that orchestrated everything. Does that make sense?
I understand what you mean. The
Yeah,
person
because
hosting it,
you know what I'm asking. I'm actually shocked and surprised that nobody, except for maybe Chef Delish, Berry, and maybe some other people that come out and tweet, they sorry, that come out and they actually tweeted in the past, or they are currently tweeting about the fact that you are actually innocent. I'm shocked that I'm not seeing any other person. I'm not
oh,
seeing
the
any South
admins.
African tweeting to that fact. And
Mhm.
I'm wondering, are you the only person in charge of the entire GoFundMe process from
No,
the initiation down to where we are currently?
no, the admins know about it.
Okay.
The admins knew about it, of
And they
course.
are South Africans?
Yes, because remember that the GoFundMe was raised for someone, right? So
Yes.
her details had to be put in there, and that was how they sent us her ID card, her South African ID card. How am I
Yeah.
going to get a South African ID card? They knew
So
about it.
so the admins, what exactly are they doing? What are they saying? Because I'm not, and it's very pathetic. I'm not saying anything. They've never come on space to clear your name. They've just been there.
No, comrade.
I,
Some of them have privately said, it is almost like, oh, we
It's
can
not a
talk to you.
private situation, Felsi. It's not. What privately are they privately doing? They have TL now. They can tweet on their TL. They can come on space and say things about these things. What privately are they doing? You are being slandered every blessed day. Yourself, Chef Delish, Berry. You people are being dragged. You are being bullied. Your pictures are everywhere. And they are there privately doing what? Is it because the person in question happens to be their country person? That's total rubbish. Oh. Their admins, they know you are innocent in all of these things. And they kept quiet in public. Having you guys to be dragged every blessed day. Chef Delish, please go ahead. Chef Delish, sorry, are you there?
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
quick
sorry.
one.
Yeah.
I just want to add something about the GoFundMe because I think that's the most important one way concern me. So, um, so now this GoFundMe thing, I don't know. Just because there are like 4,000 people here, so I don't know. Maybe they would understand again because I'm just, I don't know if I say it's just funny how some of them are still tagging and asking questions that have no answer. Okay, so like Felsi said, people can recall their funds and the monies went down because some people, and these people that recalled their funds, they contributed like big money. So if their cash removed from the GoFundMe, it will shake, it will show, because when you recall, the cash removes automatically, but it doesn't get to the person first. It gets to the person after 3 to 7, well, as in days, right? So now, these people, even before Vicky, Felsi, I think even before Vicky recalled her funds, there were certain people that I'm not going to mention their names that had like issues with Ashley and they recalled their funds. And those certain people messaged me and said, Chef, you cannot close that GoFundMe till I get my funds. Yeah? Sorry, till I get my funds. So, and I know that is their cash. So I had to oblige them. Yeah, you guys have requested for your phone. Okay, no problem. Let me give you some days. Now, nobody knew about this, but they know about it, and they sent me the proof of them recalling their funds. I personally cannot help anybody to recall funds. The only people that can recall their funds is the people that use their card to pay. Now, the only thing I could do, which is what I did, was I mailed GoFundMe that and I chatted with their support and everything. And I have an agent working on it right now that every donor should get their monies back. So the remaining money in the GoFundMe, every donor, everybody that donated with their card is going to get their money. This is the last time I'm saying this, because even if you tag me, I will not respond to you. I will block you. Any donor, every donor is going to get their money. It's been removed from the GoFundMe, and the bank is going to process it 3 to 7 working days. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Chef. Before
Yeah.
Felsi, okay, Mimi, go ahead.
Sorry.
Yes,
Yeah.
no, go ahead.
Kelsey. Thank you, Comrade. Kelsey, I have a question. Rad, I want to ask you if you have this receipt. When you were speaking earlier, you said this go, and I'm going to speak to GoFundMe because I think that is the crux of what people are having of created their sleepless nights on, right? You stated earlier that this is GoFundMe kept like rejecting some amount, so you guys had conversations. I need to know if you have the receipt of that. If you do, because that is going to validate that this has been an ongoing issue, and the South Africans that are playing dumb, especially the ones that are in the admin, knowing this has already happened before, and all of a sudden their brain cells are not connecting, and they're assuming someone is just taking money out. If you have that receipt, I'm going to need you to post it as well.
Okay, so I don't know if Yaira is here. She can actually come up and validate that claim. But even in the main groups, everyone knew about it. In the main verified Twitter group, everyone knew that money had bounced back. But I'm gonna try and get Yaira to either come up or send that as well. I'm gonna get that as well as okay. Let me send this lady's own as well because she sent.
Okay, while you're doing that, let me clear something up because I already spoke to Felsi last night on the space, and she explained this GoFundMe mess to me. So for those people that donated from Nigeria, and I'm being very specific to Nigeria for a reason, you cannot send money to GoFundMe from Nigeria. So the Nigerian ashes or the groups that were sending money, they had to send the money to Ghana, and then the Ghana rep, they sent money to Ghana and South Africa. They sent money instrumentally. So um some went to Ghana and some part went a little bit went to South Africa. So when the money is being refunded, and this is for Nigeria, you will have to consult the Ghana rep and the South African rep if you donated as a group. I just want to put that out there because I don't think she mentioned it here today, but she mentioned it yesterday, and I know how you people be on these streets. So I just want to clear that up. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thanks, Mimi. Just to mention, Barry, the third person that has been mentioned in this conversation, shared the analysis of, I don't know, their donations, including the funds they actually spent for actually doing a post show, doing the show, and all of that. And the details entails what they paid for apartments, herself and Mema. They even had a welcome party. Herself and Mema paid as well. For apartments, Mema paid 14,000 rands. Berry paid 11,500 rands. For welcome party, Mema paid 5,500 rands. Berry paid over 2,100 rands. They also spent on flight tickets. That was Mema, 873 Ghana cedis. For furniture, they spent 200,000 naira. There were other donations, which include photography, homecoming maiden, photo sessions, makeups, hair, homecoming final look. For that, Mema spent 60K, 650K, 120K. That's almost 800K. She also spent 5,500 rands in addition to that, then the 1,400 Ghana cedis. Mema also spent $200 for verification, $200 for secured card, and 1,065 rands. Berry spent 100,000 naira, 3,200 rands for shoes and for blue dress, 130,000 naira for purse from Nigeria, 2,000 rands and 300,000 naira. Then for PA, they paid 2,000 rands. For Twitter Trend Services blogger, the bloggers that they paid 120,000 naira to them. They also did some t-shirts for welcoming ceremony. Mema spent 120,000 naira for 10 shirts. Berry spent 1,065 Ghana cedis for 10 shirts. Vicky spent 161,000 naira for furnishing. For the GoFundMe, it is currently, they've initiated a refund process. I think that was done by Chef Delish. And three of them are expecting the sum of, okay, for Mema, she's expecting $5,100.
Sorry. The money that they are expecting from GoFundMe,
Yeah.
they did the recall by themselves,
Oh,
not
okay.
me. Yeah.
Okay, it's part of what is causing the whole problem. All right, so they are expecting their own money from GoFundMe. Mema $5,100, Berry $1,675, then Vicky $7,000. I can only say what the actual fuck. What?
This one
Hey,
weakness sef. Now
It's gonna be like jazz.
what am I reading?
the blow powder. Oh.
Hey, Mimi.
So see all this money being called self is the money of after now, not the
So,
when it
so
starts
so
now.
now you look
All
What?
the
at how
ones
much
before
money
and
they
call
spent, and then
It's
you now
enough
think of
now.
them being tagged as
being
frauds. You see
tagged
how
as fraud, and they are
offensive this
saying
can
people
be.
should not be angry. Like, and they are saying people are saying, why would you talk? Why would you be angry when you do this as in out of love?
Ah, this is not fair, guys. This is not fair. This is not fair. Again, I don't understand why you people are ranting. You are crying under the tweet that I put out. Where I'm talking about the Ashley fans or South Africans. Where's your which stupid money? Solori buku ni ini. They've initiated GoFundMe refund now. Which money are you people asking for again? Are you people? Is it that you are slow or you are dumb, but you are doing it on purpose? Why are you calling them scammers? People have been sharing receipts of the refund process. You get your money. So which money are you people asking for again? If they've scammed any one of you, put out a receipt, put out an evidence. None of you have done this thing since Tuesday or Wednesday when the entire burial started. None of you have done anything. And you're calling them scammers. You people are lucky, oh. It's Felsi and Jeff and Berry. Mark, but when you see private accounts in it, I will go for you people will cry, tire. Kwata you share pictures, share my family pictures, put RIP. That will be the end. I will pay for
Um,
another mortgage in Manchester, I believe. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Felsi, go
Comrade,
ahead, I beg.
I'm still going to be sharing. I'm still going to be sharing some receipts, some of the transfers I've made. I made some with my business Momo, but the Ghana rep has all the details. I'm also going to be sharing some. But there is one thing that I have not talked on that I want to talk on. So there was a narrative that Ashley was going to be pimped to Nigerian men and everything. I think I've shared a receipt to you, comrade, about that. So this is what happened for those who do not know. There was a drag that actually only has West African fans or something of that sort, and we created a tag where we were talking about the good, like the nice places in your countries, African countries, and everything, and and it was a nice trend. So immediately we're done on the space. I was like, all right, guys, we are going to start a new project called the Africa for Ashley Project. And these details were not given on the space because we did not want people to know. But the idea was to invite her to all the African countries, or especially all the West African countries, fully funded by us. And I think East African rep had mentioned to me earlier prior that East Africa wanted to invite her, and I was like, oh, that's a nice thing. I think all of us are also going to do the same. Even before this project came up, and we had bantered about it on the timeline with I think the Botswana or something. Botswana Sweet actually wanted to invite her or something of that sort. So yeah, that was over there. That was on them. There is one lady in the UK called B. She reached out to me and she was like, Ish, so this Africa for What project, I don't mind sending you guys like 1M to help pay for her ticket to go to Nigeria anytime you guys are doing. She's Nigerian. And then I think she reached out to other Nigerian diasporans and said, can we pull together and do this? I told them on the call that, see, guys, me, I know that if Ashley is coming to Ghana, I am bearing 60% or 70% of that cost. And again, I'm saying that I'm not a rich person, I'm just a comfortable person. But in that Ghana group, bad as a bad, if I don't drop daily challenge, even if you're guys, if money is not going, if I don't put something there, we can stay at 100,000. They may not even be able to raise like 100K in a week or 2 weeks. you would beg and beg. So sometimes I'll leave them to figure it out. And sometimes I'm like, ish, it's getting embarrassing. I'm just going to drop something there. So I told them that if she's coming to Ghana, I know that I'm going to take like 60, 70% of the cost. So I'm not getting involved with whatever plans they had. They can sort it on their own. And they were even saying that, oh, it would be nice if she goes to Nigeria and then comes to Ghana and then before she goes back. And I'm like, well, since I know I'll be bearing a lot of the costs, she just let me know whenever they decide what, and then I'll also check my own. The fans are really rabid. You guys were in the group all talking about AMVCA, how nice it would be for Ashley to attend the AMVCA, what, and it will be a nice whatever. And I even said that, guys, I am going to try and abuse my small relationship with Flora Shaw and go and beg her to see if she can style this girl, if she will go for AMVCA. And I said, I don't like to ask people for things, but you guys, I've seen the Cat and John edits that you guys made about control and whatever. Fair enough. But you guys can also bring that conversation out where you were talking about AMVCA and how nice it would be for this girl to be able to go within that period. You will not drop. The people who wanted to be able to put it together, who were willing to put the money together, which was between Berry and I think Mayma, whatever. Yes, they were also there. So they would have paid. I think they were trying to get one other person to be part of them to pay for flights, to pay for accommodation, to pay for. And in fact, one of them even brought a suggestion that, oh, because she's a brand ambassador for Fastest Cake, when she goes to Nigeria, she could actually go and meet the other ambassadors or go for a tour or something that, like, it was a proper. They were trying to plan their own thing. Where I think May had reached out to someone to see if they can get AMVCA invite, and she had gotten two, because the idea was, oh, she has to go with someone she's comfortable with, either her PA or anyone that she's comfortable with, to be able to, do whatever over there and go there and go for the AMVCA. You guys knew this, but the evil in you decided to allow people say that she was going to be pimped, and whoever started that rumor, even if it is from the head herself, God will judge you all. When you were in the groups applauding and asking that, oh, she must go for AMVCA, it will be a flex, it will be a good thing, it will put her out there on the map. The project was called Africa for Ashley project. I'm going to, because I had gone to the Ghana group to say, guys, the Africa for Ashley project, we have to start planning towards it now. Comment, I'm going to share that receipt to you. If I've not already shared it with you, please check.
No worries. Okay. I think Mimi, do you still want to say something before I go to the other speakers? Sugar Mommy, Kylie, and Baby Gray.
No, we can go to the
Okay.
speakers.
Okay. Sugar Mommy, go ahead.
Hi, good evening. Chelsea, I'm so sorry you have to go through all this, but my question is very important. It might not be like a big deal, but it's very important to me. So you said something about she having an episode. I just want to know, like, what was the episode? Like, what happened? Did she beat somebody up or something? And also, I want to know when people are going to go and collect your apartments back. That's just my question. It's very, very important to me. Thank you.
Okay, so the apartment, I was not part. There was only two people who paid for the apartment, which is Berry and Mayma. So I will not be able to. I will not be able to be a part of. I will not be able to say anything on that. And I don't know if they want to collect the apartment, but I honestly do not know about that. The episode was, of course, she was not. She was not in a good state of, like, she was not happy. She was not. Who would have been happy that you left the house in the manner that you did? So she did not beat anyone up, but of course, it was a messy situation. Yeah. Thank you.